Hello and welcome everybody. Today I want to talk about my first currency strategy of the league, namely Breach Beyond, and I've left the link to the Atlas passive tree in the description below. This strategy uses a gilded breach scarab, 3 minor fragments, 2 additional breaches as map mod, Eater of World's Influence, and the following 3 compasses. 2 additional breaches belong to Chayula, and a small Beyond compass with our choice of map being dunes. The main idea is to boss rush to eliminate boss altars, followed by clearing the map for useful altars, and finally doing the breaches. Just like I said, the influence of choice is Eater of Worlds, which we're using to boost loot via increased quantity, rarity, and duplication mods on the altars. You also want to lock in rewards that enable valuable drops from Eldritch monsters, including Divine, Exalted, and Veiled Chaos Orbs, Polished and Gilded Scarabs, Grand Eldritch Icons, and divination cards that yield level gems or other divination cards. Breach these days is mostly about opening breach hands and killing the bosses. In addition to that, there's a large amount of rare monsters spawning that drop additional splinters, and on occasion, scarabs, maps, currency, or uniques. You should prioritize the large breach hands because they give you larger quantities of splinters and can also spawn bosses. I usually start out in the center of the breach and later circle around the edges or charge right through if there's a part of the breach that I haven't covered just yet. Chayula breaches also require a decent amount of chaos resistance, whereas Uul-Netol breaches require corrupted blood immunity, so keep that in mind if you want to run them instead. The Beyond monsters spawn while you progress through the map, and in most cases the respective boss will spawn even without allocating Torn Veil. Just like the breaches, you want to wait with killing the boss after clearing out the map to increase loot via altars for maximum efficiency. For the actual profits, the lion's share goes to the Chayula Breachstones, to no one's surprise. At the time of recording this video, they were 65 chaos, but even if they go down to, let's say, 55 again, you're still going to make a lot of currency with this strategy. The other Breachstones are selling rather well right now too. Once again, even if they go down, you're still going to get a lot of currency. Other things you're going to find are Forbidden Tomes, which I sold for 40 chaos in the last couple days. The Fortunate, I almost found an entire set of it, which is going to give you raw divines, 2 to be specific. We also found some raw divines. These were most likely from Beyond Demons, because they have an increased chance to drop currency rewards if you spec into the appropriate passives on the Atlas tree. The other most important source of currency is tainted currency. As you can see here, especially tainted orbs of fusing and tainted chromatic orbs will give you a decent chunk of money. Outside of that, we have a lot of minor stuff. We also got some invitations. In case you're wondering, I didn't fully count the screaming invitations because you're deterministically getting 20 out of 28 of these invitations if you actually run 20 maps. So this is what I used as a basis. The other one is an Elder Slayer invitation, which is really nice. Now there are some things that I didn't include in this list. For example, I found an Exalted Orb altar, and the currency I gained from that altar wasn't included in this list because these tend to be pretty rare. Same is true for this Tainted Divine Teardrop. I found one of these in the 3 days I actually ran this strategy, which is once again why I excluded it. Same is true for this Divine Beauty. This came from an altar. I usually don't actually go for these types of rewards. I had to in this case because the other altar was minus fist damage reduction. And I also had a divination card duplication altar going. So yeah, pretty lucky. Didn't end up including it. Same is true for the Skin of the Loyal. I found, I think, 2 of these. Once again, they are rare drops. You will get them as long as you're running Chayula, of course. If you're running Uul-Netol, you're not going to be able to find any of these. But once again, they aren't the most important in terms of the currency you're going to make. Overall, this strategy is a tad bit demanding in terms of defensive and offensive power, so build needs to be fast, tanky, and have high clear speed to run this strategy efficiently. If the prices for the Chayula breach stones drop too much, or the prices for the Chayula compasses increase too much, you can simply switch over to Uul-Netol by using the appropriate breach compass and reallocate the points from Tortured Dreams to Freed from Flesh. And that's pretty much it for the strategy. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can leave them in the comments. I try to get to them as soon as I can. If you want to support my work or connect with me and my community, you can check out my socials, including Twitch, Discord, and Patreon on my channel page on the description of this video. Hope you liked it, and I'm going to leave you with the remainder of this map. Until next time.